Do you live in the Newark area and you're on the brink of divorce after 5, 10, 20, or even 30 years of marriage? The road ahead looks pretty daunting. The dreams you once shared are now up in the air as you navigate the challenging reality of splitting up your finances. The thought of managing this all by yourself is stressing you out big time. But hey, don't worry, I'm here to help. I've done it several times, and I've helped many clients walk through this trying time. In this video, I will guide you through this rough patch and give you the tools that you need to take charge of your future and eliminate all that stress and anxiety. Maybe you've got a significant amount of credit cards, car loan, student debt to deal with, and there could be talk of sorting out some alimony too. It's enough to make anyone feel overwhelmed, but with some careful planning and some smart decisions, we can get through this together. You're not alone. Let's tackle this challenge head on. And no, I'm not here to join you in cursing your husband or wife, even though I know that you've probably done that 1,000 times. Trust me, I'm not going to take advantage of your tough situation and sell you a house you don't even like. I prefer to walk you both through filling out the online dissolution papers and saving both of your pockets thousands of dollars from an attorney taking it. First things first. Let's address the financial side of things. It's crucial to separate your money and assets as soon as possible. Close any joint credit cards and avoid any future entanglements like the house and cars and credit cards. So let's talk about the house. Given your financial situation, is it unlikely you'll be able to afford and keep it? Or will one of you need to refinance the mortgage and remove your spouse's name from it? Have you considered just selling it all together and reasonably splitting everything? Frankly, I never ever recommend keeping both names on a mortgage without you both residing there. That is not a smart move financially. If you have student loans, it's essential to explore options for hardship and deferral until you get back on your feet financially. Make sure you prioritize paying off the loans once you're stable, post-separation, and avoid accruing any more debt. I do know how stressful this is, as I've actually lived with one of my mom's tenants before and had to rehab a house for 9 months before I can even move in. I know how stressful and overwhelming this situation can be for everyone, especially if you have no one to talk to about all of this and you feel alone. I'm going to put my personal number up on the screen now for anyone who is stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed with their personal divorce, and I will help bring clarity to your exact personal situation. You are not alone in this. Let's get back to the video. So, regarding alimony, after so many years of marriage, and if you have had an unstable income, you may be entitled to some financial support from your spouse. You'll need to consult an attorney to understand your rights and negotiate a fair settlement. Lastly, we want to prioritize your financial stability. So let's embrace a frugal lifestyle, cut out unnecessary expenses, and focus on rebuilding your financial health. We can seek support from a counselor to help you through this emotional aspect and also prepare you for the potential divorce and how to approach it logically. So when you're getting ready to go through the divorce, you definitely want to make sure that you write down all of your numbers. Write down your assets, and assets are things that you own, things that have value, such as vehicles, houses, savings accounts, and checking accounts. So you need to write down and keep accurate information about all the things that you possess. And then you also need your liabilities. So things that you owe on, such as your credit cards and vehicles and the house and how much the payments are monthly and what the total value is of what's owed. I like to sit down with my clients, and I've done it several times because mentally it's just overwhelming. And so what we'll do is we'll sit down, I'll just make a list of all the details as you shared them. That way you can look at it. And I've done this with the husband and the wife separately and together. And, you know, it just kind of works out that way. You guys can talk through it. If I can help you guys save money just by talking through the numbers, because honestly, that's all the judge is going to do. He's going to look at all of your numbers, add it up, and divide it by 2, unless someone hasn't worked for a long time and they've stayed at home and the other spouse has supported them. Typically, the best thing to do is to have someone that can just sit down, and if we're going to be selling a house potentially, it's best just to sit down and go over all the numbers with everybody involved. That way you don't have the stress of your partner being there, and then I can sometimes bring it together and it works out. I really like taking the time to go through these things because I have been through a divorce multiple times, and it's not something I'm definitely not proud of, and it's nothing I ever wanted. Otherwise, why would we get married if we wanted to get a divorce? That's never the intent. So the intent is that we come with our best foot forward, and that's what we want here. I want everyone to win. It should be a win-win situation. So when you're going through a divorce, whoever the couple is, I want both people to win, because that's what it should be about, for everyone to move forward in life and not to cut each other off at the knees. Because, you know, to me, when a person's down, what we're supposed to do is to help them up. So that would be my goal, is to be able to share with each of you when you're going through this, because it is very overwhelming. I mean, right now, I sometimes call a client every day just to check in, because I know what it's like mentally going through a divorce. You sometimes just need someone to cheer you up and to make sure that you're still moving forward. Different people that I would call up and they would say, Amber, keep going. You can sell the house. You need to sell another house because I need a place to live. So we've got to have those cheerleaders, and I'm willing to be your cheerleader and to help you walk through this. I would say the most stressful thing about going through the divorce are the kids. So if you have kids, make sure that any conversation should not be about the kids. So you need to keep that separate. Their lives should be good, but make sure that you're able to live within your means. So that's one of the things, going through all these numbers kind of puts things in perspective of where you are financially and what you're going to be able to afford. So before, you might have been able to afford a $400,000 house together, but being on your own, you may be only able to afford a $150,000 house. So those are the things that we walk through. And like me as a realtor, my income is not guaranteed. Thank you for sticking around until the end. Due to time, I wasn't able to cover every little detail and aspect about moving forward with a divorce. So if you need more detailed information, reach out to my personal number on the screen now. If you like this video, I know you're going to love this one as well.